What is Perfect 100 IQ Club? It's Dekar here with another banger of a game. This time we're doing the full VOD review because Bernstein, like I said in the YouTube comments yesterday and on stream a couple times, Bernstein lives in Russia, so be patient, everyone. Be patient. There's a whole hell of a lot of stuff far more important than a YouTube channel going on right now, so... Sorry if it's not as quality as you'd prefer, but it'll return to normalcy. Someday. But anyway, this game we are rengar top into the JAYCE. JAYCE's runes are a little fucky. He doesn't have ignite. Didn't go barrier or anything like that. Remember, JAYCE is like an ADC, and so barrier... Oh, well, he's very similar to an ADC if you're a bruiser. But he's an ADC who can peel himself, and he's also an ADC who builds a little more like lethality and stuff, right? So, being like an ADC, he wants either exhaust to just keep him alive, keep himself alive, or he wants barrier, heal, something like that. He took teleport. That's not so hot, as you'll see in a moment here. But yeah, the JAYCE matchup, super fun. Always liked it. Ever since he got like a baby nerf, like fucking, I don't even know how many years ago, right? That's right after release when he was super OP and then got the nerf. So right here, we're doing the cheater setup. He hit me with the W, or the Q, that's why I was waiting for the W, just for a moment. We walk up. We missed a little bit of CS, but this is going to turn into pressure elsewhere. We know timer on Olaf. He shouldn't be on red. He should be on the Krugs. Well, not like right as I get there, but red is gone. Couldn't get there in time. Jump now. Stole 27 XP, 32 gold. Messed up that though. 16, 16, 13. Cool. So we got about 60 gold off of him, and then we got for ourselves 50 XP, and we denied him, I want to say around 120, 130, something like that. And now he doesn't get the 2 mediums or the 4 smalls after that. He has to go B. He gets messed up. I got full stacks. JAYCE couldn't really challenge us because we went down and right. And the creep wave, that's the cheater setup. Cheater recall or cheater invade. They call it cheater because if you're allowed to do it well, if you're allowed, like if your lane opponent is a Kale or something, so they can't really deny it, or if they mess up and just for some reason they you know, well, we all make mistakes, right? If they mess up and let you do it, it's basically cheating because it's so oppressive when executed correctly, and that's what we did right there. So his reset's really bad here too. I don't think this guy plays top. Like, I really don't think so. Or maybe he's just, you know, I don't know. He could be boosted. I've had him grief me plenty of times in my games, so. Then again, I've had tons of, just like I literally just said, we all have bad games, we all make mistakes, shit like that, so who knows. Maybe he just always has a bad game on my team. Use our 4-stack W from brush and then jump. That's so that we get the additional stack. We didn't get to use 2 Ws to heal that, or we couldn't do it like right there in a fluid way. Otherwise, our W would have been on cooldown, and then that second Q that hit us, we wouldn't have been able to heal, right? So 4-stack W is free. Regular W is not.
An enemy has been slain.
Sitting here waiting. And you just be patient. That's all you got to do. Up against the JAYCE, he is griefing it. Yeah, he takes the full trade. He doesn't have executioners. He doesn't have ignite. So that full trade he just did into me does nothing. And I am running. So the runes on this one, same runes I've been running. Right. Wait for the Don't W the first hit. W after all of his damage. You got 1.5 seconds. You got a window that you can heal as much as possible. Always try to maximize your heals. But yeah, the rune setup right here is the sustain setup minus fleet. Double W. He didn't have lethal, so I just get to be patient on my W's there. Be patient with all of my regen, my sustain. We're waiting. We're level 6. He still doesn't have lethal. He would have to because Jace doesn't have like a stun or something, he can't get all of his bursts without allowing me to heal. There's the EQ. He's gonna think he's a little. See, I should have jumped right there as he like right when we get 130 XP. He got quite a bit more. He got like roughly 350 XP, I think. But I should have jumped the instant he was in range. I was being a little too slow on it. Patient, right? Sometimes patience isn't correct. Undo. I was debating, so you see me undo right there. Poor Olaf. So he just gave up about the same amount of XP that I just gave up to the Jace. So the XP diff is pretty nice for our Skarner there. But the reason I was undoing was debating whether I wanted longsword instead of the boots because we had the extra 50 gold, but mobility is king, especially on a highly immobile champion like Rengar. Rush the BF sword. Oh yeah, so this is like the sustain build, right? We want to look for our life steal. We want to get the BT early on and abuse the hell out of the fact that he doesn't have enough offense to really do much to us.
An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain.
Avoid that.
Enemy double kill.
So we have lethal tempo, overheal, bloodline. What is it? Legend bloodline. I keep forgetting the name of it. The sudden not sudden impact. We have taste of blood in the red tree, ravenous hunter in the red tree. We are going to go for we have the Doran's blade like right here. We have currently 50 CS. We got the kill on him. So 1.8 on bloodline. We have 1.2 off of ravenous hunter. And then the 2.5 from the Doran's blade. He's got a tiny little bit of sustain out of it. We've got Rengar's natural sustain. So we were waiting for Olaf. If I had 4 stacks when he walked up here, which he didn't, unfortunately, but if I had 4 stacks when he walked up, I could just lethal him. Because he just died, which I'm assuming, an assumption's not the best thing, but I'm assuming he used his ult when he died. Assume. We just steal more stuff from him. This denies the Olaf more than it gains for me, because remember, junglers get bonus XP if they have the machete. But I'm okay with that. I don't need to... Like, if I can deny my opponent a lot, then I will, like every time. Especially a jungler. Junglers get tilted, and they will grief the entire game. Like, they always grief. Our Skarner just chilling. Jace's wave is in a terrible spot. You might be thinking to yourself, why is Jace walking up? Well, I have a free freeze right there. His jungler needs to show up. Issue is, his jungler just got screwed. Jungler just lost his red, so even if he does come, we win 2v2. It's damned if you do, damned if you don't. He should have been floating towards brush, maybe, like way back and just been throwing pot shots with the Q. I think that might have given him like an opportunity to escape. Notice the wave clear, even with, we leveled E there, because Jace doesn't have phase rush, and because we are Rengar into the Jace, like, we get a lot, again, he's like an ADC. So when he doesn't have a defensive setup with the exhaust or phase rush or just something to keep me from one-shotting him the instant he steps out of position, he's dead. Which is probably part of why I love this matchup so much, right? Even when they do have a correct setup, I still love the matchup. But yeah, we leveled the E instead of the W, and even with that, due to how much AD we have, because we bought the BF sword, and because our pacing, XP-wise, is pretty good, the double W on the back line and then auto each allows us to kill it. At level 8, not at level 7. Level 7, they had like a tick of HP. We got our BT now, and we are invincible. In the 1v1, barring us just like literally running it down, we cannot die. He does not have the stats, he doesn't have the tools to kill us anymore, because we've reached a point in the game where it's just a stat check. That's the beauty, that's the strength of the BF sword, or the BF sword, the BT. You've anyone who watches the stream might have seen it up against the Poppy lane, up against a few other lanes where we just out sustain everything they've got. We do it up against a lot of mages too when they like the lane swap. Doesn't matter if I missed the Q though. That sucks. It was like weird stuttering this game. You'll see it in like 10 minutes, I think, or maybe like 8 minutes. There's one point where it happens, and it's like, dude, what the fuck's going on here? He stole those, or not stole, like he took them, because he needs resources. He's getting screwed here. He's gonna overstay. This is a common mistake. And see all this poke he's doing? Meaningless. I don't know if that was an EQ though. It really didn't seem like it, but I also had the BT shield, so you see this? Meaningless. I'm even gonna harass him under turret. Just chunk, chunk, chunk. So you might be wondering, how does JAYCE itemize to counter this? Like, how does he avoid getting stat checked? The Executioner's Calling is always good up against rengar. Tried to hit him with the E, messed it up. Chunk, 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 chunk. 590 XP. God damn. Solo kills, man. They give so much XP. But Executioner's Calling, the tabbies against rengar are a noob trap. They just don't really work, because rengar can just max his W instead. So I don't think that's an option. He needed to go Ignite, Exhaust, Barrier, something like that. Something to give himself just a tiny bit of hidden defensive tanky stats. The Ignite, obviously, like, if he were more confident as a laner, he could have done that and tried to kill me, try to beat me at what I was doing to him. Barring all that, he needs the jungle visits. Issue is, they have Olaf. They have Olaf JAYCE. How do Olaf JAYCE kill rengar when rengar doesn't grief? If I'm just playing to survive at any given point here, I survive. I always live. It's like how I was describing the stat check against the JAYCE, right? He doesn't have the tools to kill me. He doesn't have the tools to even, like, hurt my health bar. That's also why 3 days ago, I was like, I keep taking last stand, but this shit sucks with this setup because I never get low. It's pointless, right? This rotation, we're moving down because we just saw Olaf sweep his entire topside, right? We know everything's gone. So we'll just move over here and steal some of this stuff. Maybe set up for a dive on the Olaf, or the Echo. I hate the Skarner things. I always mess up the timing on it. Click R, there's some action going on mid. Stole the wolves. That was a bad rotation though. Notice like how I was off to the right side instead of to the left. Works out though, because my team pooping off over here. Great job by the Skarner. Skarner actually, like the entire game, he did a really good job. Always appreciate a jungler who knows what they're doing, you know? Because it's so rare. As I say that, walk away. That's his. Remember, we mention it all the time. I'll leash my junglers, even if I scale way harder. I don't give a fuck. I will leash and increase the DPS so that they kill it quicker, so they can get around the map more efficiently. Same with get those camps respawning quicker. And I'll always do that, unless if they're just straight up griefing, right? But I'll always do that for my junglers because they get bonus XP and I don't. They have the jungle item, so they take the big monsters. Unless if I just need a power spike or they are just contributing nothing, it's always in the team's best interest to do that. Always. And right here, see, we're still maxing the E. That is because JAYCE dies whenever he makes a mistake. Shame that W was just like a millisecond. A millisecond away. Break the plant. Don't take that thing. I'm trying to be. It'd be safer to take the thing. It'd be slightly slower, though, and it would leave up a tool for them. Always try to break as many plants in their jungle as possible, because those are tools that they can use if they're up. Get that. Zeal's a great Little mini power spike. It's not, it's obviously not the best thing in the world, but it's basically another pair of boots, or boots 1, right? And mobility, again, mobility is king. A lot of people love complaining about mobility creep. Well, use the tools available to you to avoid that, to offset that weakness. Come on. Oh, Rengar, you fat bitch. With good tick rate, I would make that jump. Not good tick rate, like broken tick rate, right? Rengar's super influenced by tick rate. Whether he gets a jumper or doesn't is like just, it's very luck based, right? We weren't lucky there. We can miss a CS or two, it doesn't matter too much. Now right here, I didn't have Echo in mind, so this was accidentally the correct call. To walk over there, just kill that pink. Go bebop around the map. What we want to do is hit this next wave though, and then make a play. Quote unquote make a play. Just move around the map and do stuff. I should have W'd and 4-stack Q'd his ass right there too. I really didn't think that he would just sit there and tank it though. Like, those auto attacks. And yeah, see my BT shield? He's got nothing. He can't do anything. The thing that a lot of people fail to do when those... Nice, that blitz hook. Then poor Olaf misses that. But a lot of people fail to correctly use those things, right? If it's offensive, like if you know, enemy team has control of the map and it's offensive territory, like dangerous, right? You want to wait until the very last second to use the thing to put your jump down. You'll notice on stream I do it a lot. I just sit there, I wait, and then I click the spot that I want to drop on, because it gives you a visual notifier of where the person is getting dropped, and so if you use it fucking like, Echo, you bitch. I'll burst, man. But if you use it at the very beginning, they have a second or two to just sit there jerking off waiting for you. Whereas if you do it the very last moment, they have no time. Just gives them just less info, you know? Strangely enough, a lot of people don't do that. Like, I haven't seen anyone else do that. It's weird. Look around the map. When you're dead for so long, when you're dead for like 30 seconds, you got plenty of time to think about, what is my next action? What am I gonna do here? Of course, the team is team's doing great. They're winning cross map. We've got dragons going. I'm super big. JAYCE can't do shit. No one can match me in the side lane because of my sustain. So don't have to put forward too much effort to bring this one home, but you still want to be doing that anytime you're dead. Game's not over until the fat lady sings. So play like it. Jump on that. We're just touching those so we can keep our BT shield going as long as possible. BT and overheal. The 4-stack Q. We're going to move up to the Baron. So this right here, Baron's correct call. The Drake is not. This is, it's 1-to-1 on dragons, so this really is a non-circumstantial, like non-impactful dragon. What sucks here, there's the door. What sucks here is I don't have much HP because I was hitting the thing. I could have just, be patient, be patient. God, man, that burst, dude. Echo's so fucking dumb. These two, though, just like I was talking about, the team is doing a great job. So, you know, you can make big mistakes. You can be slow-witted. You can be a greedy dumbass, and you might still win. Anyway, like what we just did. God. What could Jace do right there? Nothing. He had no options. None. Skarner walks up, stuns his ass, grabs him, yanks him to Ahri. Ahri has Everfrost. She doesn't even use her charm. She just doesn't have to. Because he's fucking dead. That man is dead. Went around. Like I was saying, those plants are our tools. See that? You wait until the very end, then you pick where to go. You decent hard, poor Ez. Killed him so fast. This one is nice. Wait a second. I didn't wait long enough, though. Should have waited so that I go in the brush, rather than right as he blasted. But yeah, he had no chance. Aside from going down. If he went down, then he can survive. But he doesn't know what my flash timer is, I'm assuming, so. Probably figured, I better not get over there. Or he could have just stood still until my ignite wears off. And then use the plant the instant he sees me jumping. Because I would go one way, he would go another. Of course, it's just... That's a tough situation to know what the hell to do, you know? God. This Echo has like no farm. He is 2 and 2, 2 and 3, something like that. But he just does so much fucking damage. I hate Echo, man. That sustain. Ooh. So much lifesteal. So what do I have? 2.5 is BT 20? Do I have all the stacks on my red tree? I don't think I do. Maybe I have 4 or 5 stacks, so that'd be 4.8 to 6.0. Bloodline is, what, 9% max? Something like that. So that I'm around 15 in runes, 2.5 off the Dorans, and then 20 off of the BT. Insulin. Need to get my insulin pump. So we got like 35% lifesteal-ish. Right around that neighborhood. Should have been dragging up. Should have looked at the wave to know where that is. Just for it's all about efficiency, right? Efficiency, efficiency, efficiency. You want to be more efficient, not less efficient. Go B. We can sell that Doran's blade. Then we got 3K. We are not starving for damage, especially because we've got the Kraken Slayer, right? And we're like very ahead economy-wise, so we can get the Essence Reaver instead of because 3K is the amount that you want for the LDR. And LDR is the best item for damage at this point in the game. 20 plus minutes, LDR is almost always going to give you more damage. Black screen, I was sitting there typing to Bernstein. Bernie boy. Clear, clear, clear. And there's like teams ending the game. I could have stayed up at top, but really wanted my Essence Reaver. Oh yeah, team starts KDA farming here. They're just having a nice old time. They're just enjoying themselves. Me too, though. I love when I get this point in the game with items. Like, power fantasy, right? It's the descriptor. I love experiencing the power fantasy. Double W, move back. Oh yeah, Samira the whole game is describing her. I should have taken that too. Sometimes I forget. When I'm in the enemy territory, like when I'm in the enemy's base, sometimes I forget to use that. So gotta be more mindful of it. But the Samira was sitting there typing about... Yeah, they cut off the wave, so there's nothing for me to catch here. So I'm doubly wrong to be up here. But she's typing like, my Executioner... Don't worry, guys. My Executioner stopped 64 healing that fight. Don't worry, my Executioner did 9 healing that fight. It's like... I can only imagine how the Jace felt about all the healing. Poor bastard. Oh, schmuck. GG. Love that matchup. But yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. And the YouTube will return to normalcy soon. Soon, 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 okay? But yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time.